Hello class, this is Jeff Grigg, and this is Miss Joy Sam. My name is Eric Porteous, and I want to discuss one of the final frontiers of discrimination within the United States of America. I'm not talking about African Americans or Muslims, and I'm certainly not talking about the Wall Street one percenters. I'm talking about those individuals who are denied equal rights simply due to the fact that they are homosexual. We live in a society where it is no longer considered socially acceptable to discriminate against people based on their race, gender, or religion. Yet in most cases, it is considered acceptable to discriminate against someone based on their sexual orientation. American society has made it clear to be homosexual is to be weak, to be homosexual is to be sick, and to be homosexual is to be inferior. This topic is significant to me due to the fact that I, myself, am gay. And because I am gay, I am forced to live my life in secret fear of being discriminated against by the general public. Historically speaking, homosexuals have been denied membership within a number of prominent American organizations. Congress deemed homosexuals as being fit for the military service just 3 years ago. As significant as this is, it's ludicrous when compared to historical militaries. Ancient Greek culture actively encouraged homosexuality, yet they formed one of the most effective fighting forces known to the ancient world. Unlike the military, the Boy Scouts of America has been significantly less enthused about initiating changes. The Boy Scouts of America has set forth policies which actively prohibit homosexual adults from holding leadership roles within their organization. This policy has a lot to do with the organization's fundamental religious values, and I can make absolutely no argument against it. However, members within the organization cite child safety issues as a primary reason for the organization's refusal to allow homosexual men to participate within their company. There is a clear and distinguishable difference between homosexuality and pedophilia. However, there is something that everyone simply does not understand. I am a father myself, and I can guarantee you that my presence does not directly endanger the well-being of my son or his classmates. Despite progress, homosexuals still have a long way to go towards achieving equal footing within private organizations, such as the Boy Scouts of America. Simply put, marriage is a state-recognized union between two individuals. That being said, the idea of same-sex marriage is extremely controversial. Many of those who oppose same-sex marriage base their arguments on their individual religious values. Several members of Congress have pushed to enact legislative measures that would prohibit same-sex marriage within the continental United States. Republican Senator Mike Lee argues that the issue at hand is respect for Christians, religious liberty. Republican Senator David Vitter believes that religious freedom is under attack by marriage equality. What these individuals seemingly fail to understand is that freedom of religion is a constitutional right granted to all American citizens. Separate of church and state is one of the fundamental American values which serves to protect us from religious tyranny. I recognize and respect the religious values of others. However, all that I asked is that they respect mine as well. I want to take a few seconds for you to reflect back on when I told you my sexual orientation. What were your thoughts? You may have remembered me telling you that I was married and immediately looked at my ring finger. You may have felt slightly uncomfortable and did not know how to react. But I guarantee that one of your perceptions of me changed immediately after I stated that I was a homosexual. And for what reason? I am still the same person that I was before I gave this speech. I have been misleading you, and for that I apologize. I am not a homosexual, but one of my team members is. He was also part of a very exclusive group of Americans that took an oath to defend the Constitution from all enemies, both foreign and domestic. So why is that he should have to return from war only be subjugated by lawmakers, many of whom have never even served in the military? After all, homosexuals are every bit the same as you and I. Despite the changing times, members of the homosexual community continue to struggle to achieve equal status within modern American society. The military took a step forward when it began admitting openly homosexuals being admitted into their ranks. But private organizations such as the Boy Scouts of America have been slower to adapt to changing attitudes. The controversy over same-sex marriage has been and continues to be a controversial topic within American society. Whether for religious or moral grounds, some people continue to take an aggressive stance against marriage equality. However, at the end of the day, homosexuals are people, and they deserve to be treated with respect. I'm not asking you to change your religious opinions or your overall stance on homosexuality. However, I am asking you to treat homosexuals for what they are, people.